Alright, now, so in the past video, we went ahead and um, we set up our auto load right over here, and I commented this part. So if we actually go to the index right now, which where I included or required my auto load, we will see that's actually, nothing is there since we already commented this part. So now in this video, after we set up our auto load, we should go ahead and start connecting to our database, and we've already created a database class for it right here. All right, so I'm basically gonna remove this part, and now let's go ahead and start setting up our database connection function. So right here I wanna set the PDO property. All right. So right here, we're going to use we're going to create the DB property to simply handle the database. So we're going to just go private PDO like that, private static PDO. The reason we're going to keep it private is simply we do not want this to be accessible everywhere, because this is like some sensitive information. We should not be accessed everywhere. Um, All right, and the reason we're going to keep it static so we can actually access it right here using the self keyword. All right, so now let's create the functions. So creating connect function, and this will allow us to simply connect to our database. All right, so we're gonna keep it public, so this will be accessible everywhere, but we're gonna keep it static, so it can be accessible without actually creating an object from this class. We can just access it using this scope resolution operator. All right, so public static function first, and then we're gonna go connect like that. All right, so this is simply our basic function. So right here, we're gonna just um, check first if this PDO right here actually have if it has a value or not, or if it's not null or not. So if this PDO right here is null, we want to go ahead and we want to start we want to start connecting to our database, right? Because it's already null. We don't want it to be null. We want it to have like the connection functionality. All right, so we're gonna go right here, and to access this we will just go self, and we will go PDO like that. So if this PDO property right here equals null, then we should go ahead simply and go try, and simply use the try catch right here. And this is not OOB. This is actually pure PHP. The try catch are simply used to catch errors. So what we're gonna do right here in the try block, we're gonna write our code, and if something is wrong with this code, if we have an error, it should be catched down here in this catch block. All right, so it will be displayed for us. So uh, in the try block, we will simply go ahead and connect to our database. All right, so we should go down at the bottom, and we should simply go self scope resolution operator, and we are going to access the PDO, and we will make this so it will be equal to new PDO. So actually we will use a DB, we will use the PDO class to connect to our database, because this is the modern way. The MySQLi is actually deprecated. It's deprecated a long time ago. So we're going to use this modern way of connecting to our database, which provides us with a lot more security, a lot more features, and so on. All right, so inside the PDO, we're going to specify the type of database that we're going to be connecting to, which is MySQL. And then we have to write this and simply now define the host. So the host right here, it will be equal to almost always the local host. And then we're going to end this statement. And then we're going to move to the DB name right here, which will equal the name of our own database. I'm just going to name it mycrud like that. We haven't created this database yet. All right, and we're going to end this with a semicolon. And now we should get out of this single quotes and specify the username for our MySQL or for our database connection, which is again almost always root if you already have if you already have phpMyAdmin installed. All right, and then we're gonna go for the password, and I don't actually have a password, so I'm gonna keep it like empty like that. If you have a password for your phpMyAdmin, just put it right there. All right, so we will simply end this statement like that. All right, so down at the bottom of the catch right here, we're gonna use the PDO exception class, and we're simply gonna go for an E as an object right here. All right, so in the catch, if something is wrong, let's just terminate the connection to our database, and we're gonna go something is wrong with DB connection. All right, and we're simply gonna concatenate the E right here, and we're gonna get the message. All right. All right. So now, if everything is working fine, let's now return the self PDO like that. All right. So if we save all of this, let's now go ahead and get back to the auto load, and let's let me see. I want to go ahead and I want to use the DB class. I just want to test this, so we're going to use the database class right here, and we do not need to instantiate it right now since our method is actually static. All right, so we can just copy the connect. We can go database connect like that. All right, so save all of this. Let's now go ahead to the index. Again, the auto load is already in the index. So if we refresh this, as you can see right here, it's giving me unquote error class EBO class app slash course slash PDO not found. So it's telling me that this class right here is not found in the database. All right, and that's totally fair because we did not even use it yet. So let's go ahead right here and use the PDO. Let's actually copy this one more time and paste, because we already used another class, which is the PDO exception, which will allow us to display or show little friendly messages when something when something is wrong with the PDO right here. All right, so let me paste this. Let's save. Now let's refresh. All right, so as you can see, the message looks a lot more friendlier now. Sorry, I don't even know how to use this word. I've been learning German for a while. All right, so something is wrong with the DB connection, and it's still a mirror here, unknown database microt. So as you can see, it looks more friendly now. So yeah, we can, all what we need to do right now is to just copy this part. And if we go phpMyAdmin, let's create the database and everything will be fine. And this is the only error that we have. All right, so let me get back and reset this. All right, so as you can see, nothing complicated is happening in this tutorial. So let's create this database. All right, microt. Let's create. So now it's created. So if we refresh this, as you can see, nothing is wrong here. Everything is fine. So that means that the connection to our database is working perfectly. We can actually return var dump. We can actually make sure. All right. If this returned null, if there is a null, for example, right here, then something is still wrong, all right? But if we refresh, we can see that there is no null right here. It's simply displaying that we have an object of PDO and so on. All right, if we mess up, let's see if we mess up the local host right here and save. Let's refresh this. All right, so it's telling me something is wrong with DB connection. And it's displaying the message, which is this part right over here. Um, all right, so it's telling me get data info for blah blah blah. No such host is known. So if we go back, this should be localhost. All right, so as you can see. So yeah, the database connection is simply finished. Now, what we need to go ahead and do, and this will be in the next video, we will go ahead and create our models right here so we can insert, get, and update data in the database. All right, so this will be all, and I will see you on the next one.